Hi everybody, it's ReadyPrepGo, and today, you don't see my face right off the bat because this is going to focus on my Minuteman setup. This is only part one of my Minuteman loadout, and the initial part of it is this belt. I don't have a battle belt. I know you can get them fairly inexpensively, and eventually I will, but for right now, I'm just working with some simple things to save money and to show that you don't need to go out and buy some kind of military grade belt or really any serious equipment to just have a decent loadout to begin with. So you'll notice I'm wearing a leather belt over top of everything. I have a gun belt on my hip, and usually I'm carrying a concealed pistol inside the waistband. So, part one of my Minuteman loadout. The initial first piece of equipment that I would don on myself if times called for me to be armed and prepared would be this belt. It's just a simple leather belt. You can get them at secondhand or thrift stores, Value Village, you name it. It's just a good solid thick leather belt. Use it for any other thing you've ever thought you could use a belt for. And then right here on the front, you'll see that I have this little pouch. It's got 2 extra magazines stuffed in this neat little horizontal pouch. I think having this horizontal is great. Makes grabbing these very, very easily. Now this isn't the handgun you've seen in other videos. This is my standard XD9. This is a full-size handgun, and it is probably my favorite handgun. I trust this thing entirely. You guys have seen reviews on these before. I'm sure you can find them all over YouTube, so I'm not going to go into this ad nauseum. I'm going to spare you guys that. But I've just got this standard paddle holster that came with it. Goes over a belt, or you can stick it through your pants. But right now for the Minuteman setup, we'll stick it over the belt. So, I have my handgun. It is loaded, and it has 16 rounds in, plus 1 in the chamber, so we're going to be safe with it, and we're not going to dick around with it. I'm going to keep it there for the rest of the show. Sorry about my stealth fat. I'm going to try and suck that in as best I can. An important thing when wearing just a standard belt that isn't a battle belt, and it's not something with a harness on it, is you want to make sure that it's tight enough that it's not going to slip off your waist. If you want to wear it up on your hips, you can do that if that's comfortable for you. If you're going to wear it down right around your waist, you want to make sure that it's getting caught on things like your regular belts, your pants, because you don't want that to get yanked down. You want it to be good and sturdy. Over here on the left, you're going to notice that I have a K-bar. This would be the USMC fighting knife. It is a terrific knife. And I've beat the hell out of this thing, and even the black coating hasn't even worn off yet. And you know what? Honestly, I think if you want to take off the coating, that's cool too, because there's a lot you can do with this knife without a coating. You can strike it with some hard rocks, and you'll get sparks off of it if you're looking for a survival knife. It's 7 inches long, so it's great for processing wood. It's very thick. It is more than 1/8 of an inch thick. Full tang. It's got this nice piece here to keep your hand from sliding up, and of course it's got a leather handle, which I think is super cool, and you can take care of that with leather treatment products if you really want to. So initially, right off the bat, I've wrapped cordage around this part of the sheath for 2 reasons. 1, so that I have some spare cordage on me at all times, and 2, also I've intentionally covered up the USMC logo on the knife. I've done that because I have never been in the United States Marine Corps. I simply don't want to misrepresent. I don't want to display the USMC badge on this and have people assume that I am from the Marines or that I ever have been in the Marines. That is not my goal. I don't want to be a poser. And then I have some hemp thread right along here for any other purposes with some tape. And under there I actually have some sewing needles in case I needed to repair the sheath or restitch any of these areas. I can use this. And the 4th piece is I have this nice little pouch. This pouch holds 50 extra rounds of pistol ammunition, 9mm. I like this here because I consider what you carry on your person to be your survival kit. It's not your bug-out bag. That is a bug-out bag. Your survival kit is what's on you at the time when anything could go wrong. So any time in a disaster, this would be the one thing I would never take off. This is sort of a survival kit in its own. And with that, I like to make sure that I have extra ammo in case I do, for some reason, deplete the current stock. I am able to reload all of this at least once. Another thing I want to mention is about the knife. Do not have the illusion that life is like Call of Duty. Do not imagine that knife kills are a real thing or a regular thing. Yeah, it's possible, but it is not recommended. This is mostly a tool. If for some reason you find yourself in a last-ditch effort where you've depleted your ammunition and all you have is this, then yes, by all means, fight with it. But do not expect to just sneak up behind people and dispatch them. It's foolish and it's reckless. Please treat this as a tool, nothing more. You are not a stealthy assassin. I am not a stealthy assassin. Once you've made your belt, you're going to want to test it out. You're going to want to run with it and see how everything holds up. If this bounces around too much, or if things fall off, you need to readjust your setup. Wear this. Run a mile with it. Hell, run 5 miles with it. So that's pretty much it for part 1. I really want to thank the subscribers I have. I have 10 subscribers. That's really cool. I want to thank you for commenting and giving feedback. I've also received some criticism too, which I'm open to taking as long as it's constructive. Other people who aren't subscribers have informed me of certain things that I'm very aware of, including the fact that I'm still new to this whole YouTube thing. I don't have a very good camera yet, and I'm still learning. Some people said that my video on how to make a sling for your shotgun was definitely too long, and I can see where they're coming from. I'm not going to change that video, though, because that was only my second YouTube video. I wanted to connect with you guys and let you experience my personality and just sort of get to know me. I may make a shorter video on how to make that sling in a little more detail, with a little less goofiness, but for now, I'm going to leave it the way it is, and just expect that future videos will get better. Like, hopefully, this one. So, thanks for watching. I know this setup could be better, but this is what I have to work with right now, and I'm making the best of it. You should too. If you're watching this and you're not a subscriber but would like to see part 2, I recommend you become a subscriber. Tell me what your Minuteman loadout is. Tell me what you think of this. Tell me if you think something could be added or changed. Some of the next videos I put up are going to be on my chest rig, my main battle rifle, my assault pack, so the blanks here will be filled in future videos. I've noticed that my everyday carry video received relatively a lot of positive feedback. So it seems that people are interested in reviews on things like equipment and gear that I carry, so you can expect more of this. If there are other videos you would like to see, please let me know in the comments. Ultimately, the future of the channel depends on my subscribers. I want to make videos that you are all interested in seeing, and videos that will help to educate people who are my age, or younger, or maybe a little bit above, who aren't quite as familiar with this equipment. So be prepared, and please keep watching my vids. And as always, be safe, be smart, have fun, and educate yourself. Thanks for watching.